Alright, makadi mhuri yeZimbabwe kusana zvekare pano paRec TV patinenge tichikupai nyaya dzinenge dzichipisa zuva nezuva. Right, nyaya tinayo pano yadoda kuti tizivisane mhuri yeZimbabwe inyaya yakamira yakadai so. Ndofunga nyaya dzese dzamuri kuona dziri kuitika dzekunzi geza azodai so, geza azodai, geza azotiza, geza azodai so. Right, we as a social media political influencer isusu tiri paku popularize zvinhu. Right, our sources zvinhu zvinoiswa pazvinoiswa isusu tinenge tine maplatforms edu agara nevanhu kudhara ekuti tikasvitsa chinhu ikoko tikachitaura ikoko munobva makurumbidza kuchinzwa. Ndo nyaya iri panapa. So pari pataura kunzi emasodambudzo munangagwa ndo kutoita kana muchita mune zvamuri kuita itai makangwara because zviri kutaurwa panapa nevana veterans kuti munopera hanzi that's why muri kuona signal iri kudelaya kuti inge ichiuya. But muri Zimbabwe pane zvimwe zvinhu zvakutotioresa mwoyo izvo zvavakataura nezuro vana veterans. Zvinhu izvozvozvo zvinhu zvekuti kana sometimes ukanzwa zvawanzwa unofanira kunyarara uri kwawanzwa usapublishe zvinhu kuvanhu because makuhwa anotenderera ende anosvika nepasiripo ndo kazhinji kacho. So muri Zimbabwe tamirira signal ndo yatamirira. Tinokutendai nekuona kwamunoita pano. Thank you.
It's a debate for another day.
No, I do agree with you 100%. Mugabe was a project of British. Same as Mandela. Mandela was also a project of British. Let's go ahead.
Thank you so much. At least anyway, people will understand. So now, Grace Mugabe is calling the shots on a president who is visibly shaken, sleeping during rallies, is falling at the airport, is confessing that he is threatened at home. He's no longer in control.
Right, but advocate. Takazona Mugabe achidonha kwese achivata achita sei. Way before the 2017, why was that? Haana kuti declare kuti he is now incapacitated. Akafanira kubva ipapo before zvazoitika zvese izvi.
Munoona chakaitika kubvira time yana 2013 yaya 2014. The hope of E.D. Mnangagwa and the rest of the people was for them to reach the end of the term, right? And then take over from Robert Mugabe because of his incapacitation. Just check in 2017 how far we were from the Congress. It was a very, very short period of time in November. But now what happens in November? Grace Mugabe, Patrick Joao, Jonathan Moyo, Walter Muzembe, and the G40 faction quickly moved in to seize that opportunity before the Congress and make the old men now to declare. But Grace Mugabe says, and I quote here again, in another rally, Chikuchamurai bizaracho wa Mugabe. It's going to take over from you. So then, Joke being aware that Mugabe sooner or later will pronounce his wife as the successor, and it was going to be very difficult to reverse once it's declared. That's when they quickly move in and realize that
no. What was happening?
Takanganwa E.D. Mnangagwa the vice president achitwa challenged kuti unonyora makapa ako kuti boss uri boss one. Takanganwa kuti George Charamba achinzi iwe George. Tell me kuti first lady ane executive power yekudaidza an employee of the president in the executive.
Okay, let me go deeper there. George was not just employee, mouthpiece of the president. Those who remember the controversy yakaitika kupati mai Muchinguru akatsura vakatini kana kamunhu kari kadiki munomboziva here kuti George ndiani kana munhu uri muromo wapresident. It is not just an employee. Go ahead.
Thank you, Signor. Exactly 2 words out of my mouth. So you are challenging the presidency with a Y. Let's forget about the president, the human being. you are dragging the presidency office into the mud as the first lady. Uchituka, the spokesperson of the presidency. Akamira iweneni, ladies and gentlemen. Iwakazembe. So, what is getting Mugabe?
I mean, sort of deserve.
So now I want to juxtapose what was happening that time. That the takeover of the presidency had already occurred through Grace Mugabe's cabal, and the other group had to react. Are you aware, ladies and gentlemen, that Chiwenga, after Mnangagwa had been fired, the next one to be arrested was Chiwenga?
Yeah,
so there had to be a reaction. Sorry, uncle. So the so-called coup, ladies and gentlemen, is a reaction to events which are happening whereby the president has been captured already. And now we need to juxtapose it to today and say, if the legal opposition rightly so says there were elements who had now made the first number one of Zimbabwe to abdicate his duties, the same argument can be done of Zigananda. It means the president now has abdicated his duties. Whitnell is saying, so now, if then the army moves with the same argument, it says that is not a coup. Because there is a legal president in 2017 where number one, executive number one, is no longer in control of the situation. He is now an outlet. Rava Boso, Rava speaker, the one who are in control. As far as we are concerned, Chakabatwa kuti jini. Na witness.
Kuti tikatendere musoro advocate. Pane nyaya joke yamataura. Our court and they don't say it's correct. Mai vanonzi mai boy vaya vakataura ndikati ya mai vataura vakati guys, do you know kuti joke hairari? Not so long ago, sometime last year. It is something that we overlook. They try to balance the quiz. In fact, in summary, they need to understand. Don't they have authority over and above the Constitution? It's something that I don't understand why advocate brought it, but in the mix, can argument you could tell about the Constitution. I think it's no complaint. Now they've devised a new method of sidelining or manipulating the Constitution and not allowing the normal processes to be ended through our post. So in summary, maybe if you can zero in on joke, roll a joke. Does it not oversee, but have the final authority outside the Constitution?
It does. That's what I was trying to bring forth across, that sometimes you fall victims to politicking and the things that we see on the surface. Remember, joke is not an animal which was created by ZANU-PF. Joke is something which existed in Rhodesia. So it's just simply adopted. The same thing with CIO. It's simply adopted. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very powerful organ. It's not a joke. If we go right now to Washington, the president is called by army generals. Even any time in the night, the president got up. Pakistan. The head of state comes out after in the open. Yeah, Pakistan, Jakamira so, Afghanistan, Jakamira so. But they'll be grilling in the state house. Isn't Donald Trump or Obama who is making military decisions and any other decision? That's how powerful these units are. So joke cannot now be indifferent or unaware of the fact that there's something that is happening in state house and the president has been captured. If we think like that, then we are not understanding what happens in the political background. What happens in the political background is we see a president, yes, with executive powers, who speaks in front of people. But there are things which are being spoken behind doors. I was president and I was president in this. And this joke is also very, very important in ensuring that the president functions within his capacity, and there are no people who comes around the president. Saka kana taana Grace Mugabe isusu ari kutaurira president masikati machena kuti president mukasadzinga vamujuru inini first lady ndichaorganize protest against you. Ladies and gentlemen, who is now the president? Pana batu vatati isusu tsamba yakaverengwa na Simon Kaya Moyo, and we would want to believe kuti munhu ari kurohwa kumba uku ndiye akanyora tsamba. When in the open, the person who is declaring that Mnangagwa must go, Mnangagwa must leave, is the first lady. So we are now in this scenario whereby we have Zigananda. Zikutaura takachibata kuti G. Whether akaendekwa kumapostori, akaisirwa nhombo muState House, akabatirwa munamato nendimi dzekumapostori, we don't know. But as far as we are concerned, what we see is munhu ari almost in the same situation like in 2017. Takamuzwa takamhanyiswa muchibage at the time. I don't know how far it is, but takazinzwa takamhanya muchibage. Achimhanyiswa nemukadzi.
Kumhanya vakamhanya kutsvamaya chaiko.
So who is in charge? Kana vava kumhanya kudaro. Kana vava kumhanya muchibage. Collins ariko neche uku, Shona ariko neche uku, Tongai ariko neche uku.
Kuna ndichakati kubvunza bazi totaura here mudhana kusiria kana tisi tu end.
Madina.
Ngatigoisiya.